Welcome back guys to another Clash Royale video, and today we have our 500 subscriber Q&A special. And before we begin, I just want to take another moment here to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel so far. I wouldn't have been able to make it this far without your support. It does mean a lot to me, so thank you so much guys again for subscribing to my channel. And also before we begin, I just want to apologize if I pronounce any of your names wrong. It's not intentional. Now my first question here comes from Mackie Clash and Blogs. And he actually has two questions, and I'll answer the second question first. He asked, how did you find Ironic Gaming, which is the name of my clan? And I don't really have an interesting answer to this question. When I first started playing this game, I was a noob and I was just chilling out in some other clan. And I wasn't very active in that clan, and as a result I ended up getting kicked. And Ironic Gaming was just the first clan that popped up when I started searching for other clans after that. And to answer your first question, do you have any plans in the future with this channel? And my answer is, at the moment my only plans are to keep it day by day and just keep pushing out daily Clash Royale videos and see what happens from there. So I don't really have any long-term future plans with this channel, just keeping it day by day. Now my next question here comes from Being the King, and he asked, what would you do if you would become very famous? And to be honest, I haven't really thought of it. It's such a far-fetched idea at this point. I'm assuming you mean like famous as in a bunch of YouTube subscribers, and I think I would just kind of keep doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, putting up daily videos and trying to provide you guys with quality content. Now my next question here comes from Henry Tran, and he asked, will you play any other games besides Clash Royale, and can you get Instagram? By the way, love your vids, you are amazing. First of all, thank you so much for your support, Henry. You are also amazing. But to answer your question here, will I play any other games besides Clash Royale on my channel? The answer is probably not at this moment. In the future, if I do ever plan on doing other videos, I will probably start a second channel to do that. And as far as getting Instagram, I have literally never used Instagram in my life. But maybe this ties into my previous question as far as being famous. If I ever do become famous, I will probably get Instagram as another way just to connect with you guys. And he actually has another question here. He asked, when will you do a face reveal? And my answer is, I do plan on eventually doing a face cam in my videos, but probably not till the future at some point. I'll probably end up doing it for a much larger subscriber milestone for a couple of reasons. First, I want to save up some money and invest in some proper equipment so that when I do a face cam, it's high quality. And also, I'm still working on my commentary skills. I want to improve that a lot more before I start doing the face cam aspect as well. My next question here comes from Minion47, and he asks, how old are you and what would your dream job be? So to answer your first question, I am 26 years old, and as far as dream jobs go, I have a couple of dream jobs. My first dream job is to be a video game designer. I am a huge fan of Blizzard games like Warcraft, Starcraft, and Diablo, so being able to work for them and creating video games like that, I think would be super cool. Now my second dream job, as you probably would have guessed, is to be able to do YouTube as a career. I've been having a ton of fun doing these videos for you guys, so having the option to do it as a career would be super awesome in my opinion. Now my next question here comes from Pump Biscuit, and he asks, can you remember me for one of your first subscribers and how old are you? And he also asks, do you spend money on Clash Royale? Now my answer is, yes, I will remember you as one of my first subscribers. I am 26 years old and I have not spent any money on Clash Royale. My next question here comes from Asher Master, and he asks, if you could play one YouTuber or streamer in a friendly battle, who would you play? First of all, thank you for the question. It was a very unique question and I had a lot of fun answering it. But if I had to pick one YouTuber to battle, I would probably pick Nick at Night. I really love all of his videos. He provides a certain mixture of strategy and comedy in his videos that I really enjoy. My next question here comes from Jose Valila, and he asked, do you play Clash of Clans? What made you start YouTube? How old are you? Will you always be a free-to-play player? And when will you do a face reveal? Now I already answered the face reveal question, but I do play Clash of Clans. I have a near max Town Hall 9, just working on finishing off the last couple of levels for my heroes, as well as finishing off my wall upgrades. And as far as why I started YouTube, I initially started doing YouTube videos because I wanted to learn how to use video editing and photo editing software. When I first started doing videos, I had zero skills whatsoever on any of these programs, so I had to teach myself all of these skills, and it's actually been a lot of fun, and it's been a great opportunity to learn these skills while putting out some videos on a video game that I enjoy. So that's why I started YouTube. And to answer your last question, will I always be a free-to-play player? The answer is probably. I don't really have any plans on spending money on this game, at least for now. All of my spare money is going to go into equipment to improve my videos, so thank you so much for all your questions. My next question here comes from Huntman Pranks, and he asked, what is your favorite card and what is your least favorite card? And I subbed to you when you had 150 subs. First of all, thank you so much, Huntman, for your support. But to answer your question, my favorite card is the Hog Rider. It's just so incredibly strong right now. And with the pig push technique that I learned from Orange Juice, I've been having a ton of fun with it. And my least favorite card would have to be the Princess. I just find her super annoying to face, and I hate that at a certain trophy level, it almost becomes mandatory to have arrows in your deck or have something in your deck to answer the Princess. So yeah, that's my least favorite card, the Princess. Like I said, just super annoying to face, in my opinion. My next question here comes from Z3R0, and he asked, I noticed that this channel is based off Clash Royale. Do you or have you played the sister game, Clash of Clans? If yes, what is your favorite troop composition? And if no, or also just another question, what has been your favorite troop composition in Clash Royale? So I've already answered the Clash of Clans questions. I do play the game as well, but my favorite troop comp in that game is the Goho strategy. It is my go-to war strategy, and I usually do pretty well with it. For those of you who don't know, Goho is where you use Hog Riders with a Golem kill squad. And to answer your second question, what is your favorite troop composition in Clash Royale? And it is the Hog Rider Zap Cycle decks. There are a couple of variants of it that I do use, but most of them have the Goblins, the Spear Goblins, with the Hog Rider and the Zap and the Cannon. And that's the basic Hog Rider deck, and then the other troops are kind of just fillers. Now my next question here comes from July Gamer, and he asked, do you make money off YouTube? Also, can you make a Draw My Life video? P.S. You're the best. First of all, thank you so much for your support, July. And to answer your question, yes, I do make a very tiny amount of money off YouTube. Honestly, it's probably enough to buy a couple value meals at McDonald's or something like that. And to answer your second question, will you make a Draw My Life video? The answer is probably not for a very long time. I think Draw My Life videos are for people that have a ton of YouTube subscribers and are famous, so maybe this ties in with an earlier question about being famous. If I do ever become famous, maybe I'll release a Draw My Life video. Now my next question here comes from Tony Ada, and he asks, with the new update, do you think the game is more balanced than it was at launch, or have the new additions and tweaks to Clash Royale made way for other annoyances? And my answer is I think it's a little bit more balanced, with things like the bomb tower, the expo, and the mortar being nerfed, and also not in this update, but in the last update they also reduced the damage that spells do to towers. So I think it's a little bit more balanced in that way, but also we're kind of still only seeing a couple popular strategies. Before the update there was the P.E.K.K.A. Double Prince, there was the Hog Rider strategy, and there was the mortar strategy. And after the update there's still the P.E.K.K.A. Double Prince, there's still the Hog Rider strategy, but now there's the Royal Giant strategy instead of the mortar strategy. So really it just kind of shifted the balance around, but I think that's kind of the nature of the game. No matter how much they try and balance the game, everyone is probably just going to switch to whatever is popular or strongest at that time, and like I said, it's just kind of the nature of a competitive game. Now the next question here comes from Maji Hafar, and he asked, aren't you mad for not getting a legendary yet? And the answer is not really. Most of the legendaries kind of feel gimmicky, with the exception of the Princess. I find her super annoying to face, and I really wish that I would have a princess of my own. So as far as the other legendaries go, they're fairly easy to counter. The Ice Wizard is a little bit annoying because he's pretty strong for 3 elixir and can shut down some pretty strong pushes by himself. But the Miner, the Sparky, and the Lava Hound right now don't really seem that strong to be annoyed for not having them. Just the Princess I find a little bit annoying to not have. Now my next question here comes from Brandon, and I won't try to pronounce your last name because I don't want to butcher it, so for that I'm sorry. And he asked, how did you find Clash Royale and why did you choose to start making videos? And the answer to how I found Clash Royale, obviously I've been playing Clash of Clans for a very long time, and I just kind of heard through the forums and through Supercell promotion that Clash Royale was coming out, and I was lucky enough to be in one of the initial soft launch countries that I could start playing it right when it first came out. And to answer your second question, why did I choose to start making videos? I already answered that earlier on in the video, but the answer is I wanted to learn how to use video editing and photo editing software, so that's why I started making videos. The next question here comes from Cybertubing, and he says, congrats for 500 subscribers. What is your subscriber goal? And can you please tell us how to get to 500 subscribers? Is there any hidden secret? Now my answer is, first, thank you for the congratulations. What is my subscriber goal? Like I said earlier in the video, my only plans right now are to just keep pushing out daily Clash Royale videos and see where it goes from there. But my next subscriber goal is hitting 1,000 subscriber, which I'll probably do another Q&A special for. So that is my next subscriber goal. And as far as how to get to 500 subscribers, I don't really know if I'm the best person to ask because I'm kind of just learning all of this YouTube stuff as I go along. So all I can really say is just try and be consistent with your uploads and try and consistently provide high quality videos, and hopefully over time you'll get noticed, and as you gain more subscribers you start to get more and more on a daily basis, as there is a little bit of a snowball effect with YouTube channel growth. So that's all I can really say on that subject because I'm kind of just learning this stuff as I said myself. The next question here comes from Roman Pearl, and he asked, what is your favorite card? And I answered this a little bit earlier in the video, and it was a Hog Rider. That is my favorite card right now. It's just so easy to go in and do some damage to the tower, and with the pig push technique, you can actually skip past some defenses. The next question here is from Omar Al-Zubi, and I'm sorry if I did pronounce your last name wrong, but he asked, what is your favorite sport? And my answer is hockey. Hockey is literally the only sport that I watch, and during hockey season I try and watch every single game from my team, so try and take a guess as to what country I live in. Moving on here to the next question from Shane Rousseau. He asked, when did you start playing Clash Royale? And the answer is, I think January 4th was when the first day of the soft launch, so that is when I started playing Clash Royale. And the second last question here is from Aspire Nova, and he asked, why does the matchmaking make you play players that are 2 levels higher? Like, I'm on a winning streak and I get freaking smacked by level 9 and 10 as a level 8 in Royal Arena. And I gotta say, I feel for you, man, but the matchmaking system only matches people based off trophy count. It does not take into consideration levels at all. So there are some times where you are going to be matched up against higher level opponents, and that will only get worse as you go up higher in trophies. So where I am right now, I used to be a level 8 facing level 9s and 10s consistently. I am level 9 now. On my mini account I am level 6, and pretty much all I face at that trophy range that he's at are level 8s, and I even face some level 9s where he's at. So yeah, it does kind of suck a little bit, but also if you're consistently facing up against people that are higher level than you, all that really means is that you're really good for your level because you are above and beyond the average trophy range for your level. And the last question here comes from Ivan Split, and he asked, will you do any giveaways for 500 subscribers? And the answer is, unfortunately, no. All of my spare money right now I'm saving to purchase better equipment for doing these videos, so that's why I won't be doing any giveaways probably for the foreseeable future, so I do apologize for that. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you to everyone who has submitted questions for this video, and thank you again to everyone who subscribed to my channels. Hitting 500 subscribers is a huge milestone, and now we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you again so much, guys, for all of your support. Thank you again for watching this video, and thank you again, guys, for everything. We'll see you in the next video.